Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. You are watching Kalima TV. My name is Kalima, and today I'll be talking to you about my 4 tips to help you face your fears. So let's get started. The first tip that I have for you is accepting the challenge. When you face fear, notice fear, F-E-A-R, stands for false evidence appearing real. It is all an illusion. And when you feel fear, you tend to get tense. You tend to start feeling nervous and anxious about a certain thing, and then you start to dwell on it. And sometimes it might force you to give up because you are dwelling on that false evidence appearing real. But the way that you can change that is to reverse it by accepting it, acknowledging that feeling that you are feeling, and then going through that feeling, not allowing that feeling to overwhelm you and put you down to the point where you feel like you cannot obtain that obstacle. You have to push through that feeling. And even though you are feeling nervous, even though you're feeling anxious, you have to fight through that feeling. That is the only way that that feeling will disappear from your existence, because it's only a temporary illusion. Once you conquer that fear, it is no longer in something that comes up in your reality anymore. So that's one thing you have to realize when feeling fear. You cannot sit and dwell in it and have a pity party. You have to go through that obstacle. You have to conquer those fears. So one thing that you can do is just fight through it, push through it. Ignore those feelings, feel them. Don't ignore them completely. Feel them, of course, because you're going to feel them. But keep going, keep facing it, keep fighting through it, and keep going through it, because I'm telling you, this fear is all an illusion, and it will pass over just like any other circumstances that you will go through in your life. So it's important for you to keep pushing through the storm even when you feel scared, because it's all an illusion. It's not real. My second tip for you to help conquer your fear is do it anyways. Get in the habit of doing it anyways. You feel that fear, you feel that pressure, you feel that temptation, you feel the nervousness, you feel like everybody's watching you feel like you're going to mess up, but do it anyways. Go about it anyways, because like everybody says, you only live once. It's important for you to conquer all your fears, to obtain all the obstacles in your life, no matter how fearful they might seem, no matter how scary it might seem, because once you get to the other side, it's not going to be as scary as you thought it was. So one thing that I would say for you is just face your fears and just get in the habit of doing it anyways, because I promise you, once you face your fears, you'll feel so much better about it on the other side. Okay. Number 3 for facing your fears is tricking your subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind is the part in your brain that talks to you all the time. It tells you what to do. It gives you ideas. It helps you when you're in danger. It talks to you. It tells you certain things when you're sleeping. It's the reason why you have dreams. It's your subconscious mind creating these things that happen in your brain when you're sleeping. So tricking your subconscious mind can happen when you are scared. You can just say things like, I can do this. I will get through this. This is not that bad. I can do it. I am it. I did it. Like, you can trick your subconscious mind and make you feel more positive about the situation, even when you feel negative. Because when you feel negative, when you feel fear, your subconscious mind tends to tell you negative things like, oh my God. It tends to make you feel even scared, make you feel even more like the situation is getting worse, or possibly going to go even worse, get even worse than what it is right now. So a way to trick your subconscious mind would just be speaking positivity into the atmosphere and making everything feel positive even when something negative is happening, because I promise you, positive energy in the atmosphere will change everything. It will make everything feel so much better, so much more mellow, and it will give you the confidence and determination to go about your day. Last but not least, the last tip that I have for facing your fear would be prayer. When you feel like something is too big for you to overbear and you can't take that storm by yourself, it's important to pray about it. People underestimate the power of prayer. Prayer is very powerful. When you take the time to pray and talk to God about something that is on your chest, something that is weighing on your mind, it can lessen the load. It might not happen as soon as you pray, but I promise you, you pray about it, you keep praying about it, you keep talking to God about it, it will go away. So it's important for you to talk to God when you feel like there are certain things going on in your life that is too much for you to handle. For my example, I like to pray for guidance, strength, and protection when I feel like I'm not safe. Sometimes when I travel to a new place, I don't feel safe and secure. I don't know what might happen, and I want to still face my fear. I still want to go places, and I still want to do things. So I just say a simple prayer. I pray to God every day. about certain things that are going on in my life, and I noticed that it lessens the weight on my shoulders, and it makes me feel like it's not that big of a deal. So one thing that I would say about prayer is that it's important to do that if you feel like you cannot, take on that load by yourself, because you're not alone, and God is the most powerful source in this universe. Do not deny God. I'm telling you, He is the most powerful source in this universe. I'm not judging anybody that's unreligious, but for my sake, I am a Muslim, so I do pray. So yes, and prayer is important. So please pray when you feel like something is overbearing you, because I promise you, God will take the weight off your shoulders, and you're not in this alone. So you do not have to feel like you are in this alone. Just, take some time to pray. My personal stories where I have faced fears in certain situations in my life, such as swimming. When I was younger, I almost drowned in a pool when I was in Vermont with my family, and that made me very traumatized when it came to swimming and getting in the water. I used to always have negative thoughts, and my subconscious mind would tell me different things when I was near water, like, oh my God, don't go too deep, or oh my goodness, don't get too close, because you never know what might happen. You might slip and drown. And that used to always take a hold on me. It used to always make me feel like, oh my God, I can't get in this water. I can't have fun. I can't relax. I can't put my feet up and chill. I can't go in the water. I'm going to slip and drown. Like, that used to always be my type of thinking. But when I started changing my mindset and I started to tell myself, I'm taller than this water. I can overtake this water. Nothing's going to happen to me. I know how to float. I know how to, I can teach myself how to swim. I started turning those negatives into positive and started to reassure myself that it was just an illusion in my head, that something bad was going to happen. In all reality, I'm 5'11". I'm a pretty tall girl. So if I get in the water, I'm not going to drown. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to drown. I might just slip, but I'm not going to drown. I'm not going to die. So these things are all an illusion in your head that may make you feel nervous about something and make you not want to take on that obstacle. But I'm just telling you that this is not real. This is all an illusion. This means nothing. Do not let an illusion or anything that is not real control your life. Nothing that is happening in this world is real enough to control your life unless you give it the power to control your life. So take your power back. And just accept the fact that you are big, you are mighty, you are strong, and you can get through any obstacle if you put your mind to it. You have to put your heart and your mind into everything that you do, and that is how you will obtain these obstacles. Another thing that was fearful with me when I was younger was driving. Because I used to always be scared to drive because my parents would never really give me the opportunity to drive. So when I finally got to driving, I was always nervous. I was always scared. And my mom used to always put thoughts in my head. Oh, don't drive too fast. Oh, don't go out there. Don't drive there because, oh my goodness, people don't know how to drive. Oh my God, people are going to be speeding. Oh my God, you got to be careful. You got to look out for the other man. Oh my goodness, you can't even do this here. So my mom used to put all of these thoughts and all these negative things in my head. And that would make me fearful when it came to driving. But little do you know, I just went on a trip to Atlanta and I had my own rental car and I was driving and I was doing a great job because I conquered my fear. I told myself I am a good driver. I got my license for a reason, right? I obviously can drive. And I just reassured myself that so many times that I got it molded into my subconscious mind. And then when I went to go get in the car, it was like nothing. It was like my own car. Because I know how to drive. I know I'm a good driver. I am sure of it. And I know that God is going to be with me either way, so I'm going to be safe. So there's no reason for me to be scared of anything when I know that I can do it. And I know I have the willpower to do it. And I did it. And I conquered my fear just like that. Because it's all an illusion. Up to the time where you obtain that obstacle, it's all a thought in your brain. It's all a brain process that makes you feel nervous about the situation that you're about to obtain, the thing that you're about to conquer, because it doesn't want you to get to the other side. So it talks to you to make you feel like, oh, I can't do it. Oh, I shouldn't do it. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just go next week. But don't listen to it. You have to learn to block those thoughts out of your brain. Block those negative thoughts and switch them into a positive. That is how you are going to obtain all your goals in life. You have to block out all of that negative energy, all of that negative talking, whatever people are saying about you, whatever people are saying about situations. Do not listen to them because those experiences are not your experiences, and those thoughts that people have are not your thoughts. So do not listen to other people. Do not listen to your brain when it tells you negative things. Switch it to a positive and still do it anyways. Get into the habit of being like Nike and just do it. That's what I do now. I just do it because I know that on the other side, it's going to be way better off. And it will be so much better for me to obtain that obstacle than me to look back and say, I wish I would have went here. I wish I would have drove that car that day. I wish I would have took that risk. And I wish I would have took that leap of faith and did what I needed to do. To just do it. Just get in the habit of just doing it. Back to what I was saying about my mom when she was telling me different things about, me driving and other people driving. She rubbed that off into me with the thing that she was saying. And I know that other people have other people in their families where they would say certain things that they were growing up about certain things, and that might change their perspective about certain things in the way that they grow in life. And I just want to say, do not let other people's words, affect what you do, affect what you think, affect how you live your life, because those are just other people's opinions. And I know it's hard. Sometimes you love people so dearly that you take what they say to heart and you take the situations that they say, and sometimes that might shape you, sometimes that might mold you into a different person and make you do different things. And unconsciously, sometimes that happens, and that's okay because it's all a part of life. We all have people that we believe. I know when I was younger, I used to have such a high hope for these elders. Like, I used to respect my elders. I used to believe everything that they said. Like, it was gold, like they could do no wrong. And I used to just trust in them, like believe everything they said. And then when I grew up and I noticed, like, I started living my own life and I started doing my own thing, and I noticed that everything that they said was not really true. And some of the things that they taught me was really not how you're supposed to go about life, especially when it comes to money, when it comes to, relationships, when it comes to like school, when it comes to me living out my purpose. I learned that some of those things that they told me wasn't really for me to know, for me to, take to heart, and for me to go about when it comes to me living my life. But everybody has their own journey. So I want you to know that it's okay for you to have your own opinion. It's okay for you to go about your life a different way than how others may, pursue their lives, because we're all on a different journey. We're all going a different direction. So it's important for you to, be true to yourself, listen to your heart, conquer your fears. Do not listen to the negative thoughts in your brain. I'm telling you, that is just all an illusion. And I'm telling you, it will pass in due time. You just have to use your mind and force yourself to just do it. And forget about all those negative things that could happen and think about all the positive things that are going to happen after you conquer this goal. Okay? Because you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay? So I just want to tell you that, give you these 4 tips on how to conquer your fears. And I just want to, go back over them really quick just so that you can have them in your head and take notes if you need to. First tip was accept the challenge. Feel the fear inside of you and accept it, but still go through with it anyways. Second tip was feel the fear, but just do it anyways. Literally what I just said. Just go through it with it anyways. Do not let that fear stop you. Just take it by the horns and just run and just do it, because after you finish it, you're going to feel so much better on the flip side. Trust me. Third tip is tricking your subconscious mind. Making those negative thoughts in your head turn into positive thoughts by saying things out into the atmosphere, such as, I can do this. I got this. I can definitely conquer this goal. I'm stronger than this. I'm stronger than this feeling. I am bigger than this illusion. Saying things like that will really help boost your self-confidence and boost your self-esteem to the point where you can get through with it and you will conquer that goal in no time. Last but not least, prayer. Prayer is very important. When you're feeling nervous or you're feeling anxious about something, you feel like it's too big for you to overbear, you feel like it's something way too big on your conscience for you to even grasp and for you to even, take by the horns and complete it, pray about it. Talk to God about it. He will lessen the load. He will make it easier for you, and you will conquer that goal, and you will get through it with God walking with you, and He will guide you through it. So, yes, those are my 4 tips on how to conquer your fears. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if there's anything else that you like to do when you conquer your fears, so other people can see that too, and maybe other people can try it too, because we're all one. We're all walking together, and we're all here to make each other stronger. So, yes. Until next time, thank you for tuning in. Bye.